You earn a paycheck. It should be enough to cover your life. But by the final week of the month, the balance is zero. There is no savings, no investment, and no growth. In this moment of frustration, the brain reaches for a comforting solution. You tell yourself that the only way out is a higher salary. A chronically empty bank account tracks your psychological behavior patterns. It is the visible result of your subconscious choices. Money moves through your life based on a system of habits. When that system is full of leaks, increasing the volume of money only accelerates the loss. You end up right back where you started, just with higher stakes. High income amplifies your existing flaws. To stop the drain, you have to look past the paycheck and examine the psychology of the person spending it. Your financial life is governed by a specific, repeating loop. You earn money, feel a brief moment of relief, spend to maintain that comfort, and then watch the money disappear until the stress returns. Transactions serve as a method of regulating internal feelings. You use spending to manage stress, boredom, or anxiety, prioritizing a temporary mood shift over the actual necessity of the item. This loop is powered by a lack of awareness. When you refuse to track your spending, you create a psychological blind spot where your wealth vanishes without resistance. Short-term thinking further distorts the system. Your brain rewards the immediate dopamine hit of a purchase, making long-term stability feel abstract and unimportant compared to the satisfaction of now. These flaws work in concert to reset the trap. The money evaporates, your stress levels spike, and you wait for the next deposit to start the cycle all over again. You remain in a state of financial panic because you are operating a machine designed to drain your resources. To break this machine, we have to look deeper than your bank statements. We have to look at the psychological bedrock of your identity. The identity problem is the final flaw. If you internalize the belief that you are inherently bad with money, you create a self-fulfilling prophecy that dictates every decision you make. Human behavior naturally course-corrects to match your core self-image. You act according to who you believe you are. A chaotic financial identity guarantees a chaotic bank account. Your behavior will always move toward the level of discipline you believe you possess. Budgeting and saving are temporary fixes that will fail as long as you identify as a financial victim. Because your identity and habits dictate your spending, your bank balance becomes a direct mirror of your internal emotional control. Severing the loop requires the strategic insertion of friction. You must force your brain to step out of its automated patterns. You start by tracking every cent. Replacing ignorance with hard data provides the clarity needed to exert control over the system. You must also separate your emotions from your wallet. At the point of sale, ask if you are buying a product or simply trying to buy a different feeling. Use time to your advantage by delaying every non-essential purchase. Let the initial impulse fade so the logical mind can take over. Finally, rewrite your internal narrative. You are no longer a passive victim of your paycheck. You are the active controller of your wealth. Financial stability begins the moment you take back psychological control. When you change your patterns, the money stops disappearing and starts staying.